What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button now, and let's talk about it. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, we already understand what's going on with cryptocurrency. We understand that we're in the fourth quarter. We understand that time waits for no man. What has been going on this entire year, 2025? Not what we have been expecting. We've been completely blindsided with what have transpired the year of 2025. What are folks doing right now? Some folks are waiting. Sometimes you just got to be patient. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen next week. But one thing that we do know about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is that it is very volatile. Any particular time, any particular moment, we can see the markets go up in a very violent movement, or we can see the markets crash and go down very violent at the same time. So that is what we have to be okay with. When you sign up to invest in cryptocurrency, this is what they were talking about. Don't invest more than you are willing to lose. And let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. You take a look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is still fairly strong when you zoom out and see how far we've come. Bitcoin's $85,800. Bitcoin dominance still strong with about 58.44% for the Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum price right now is just below the $3,000 range. We're at $2,950, and the Ethereum dominance holds above 12%. We're at 12.11% for the Ethereum dominance. So when you take a look at this 4-year cycle that we have been talking about all year, especially because that was the question. What will the 4-year cycle do? How will it end up? Is the 4-year cycle broken? Are we still to stand on the 4-year cycle? I think it is safe to say that the 4-year cycle has been broken. This seems to be a brand new era that we're in right now. Some of the things that we're seeing, we've never seen it before. Is this cycle different than the previous? This cycle has some similarities to some of the previous cycles, but it had tons of differences in this particular cycle. Therefore, we are declaring the cycle has been broken from what we have become known and used to as far as a 4-year cycle. So is this a brand new era? And if it is a brand new era, what type of things should we be paying attention to so we can prepare ourselves for the next cycle? Or will each and every cycle be completely different? Was this just an complete abrupt cycle? Will the next cycle be abrupt like this cycle to where you just can't even predict what will happen? You don't know which cycle to go back to because you don't know what the next cycle is going to do. What will the 2028 Bitcoin halving cycle look like? Are we to look out that far, or should we just be worrying about 2025, 2026? People are talking about the cycle might be extended. Don't worry about 2025. 2025 is gone. Let's see what's going to happen in 2026. Well, you take a look at what we're in the midst of right now. October, we understand October, we got destroyed, 2025. So quarter 4 of 2025 have not been good. And that's being nice. Quarter 4 2025 have been horrendous. So many other adjectives I could use to describe what we have been through and seen with the cryptocurrency markets for 2025 have not been what we expected by any means. So we're saying, is this a brand new era? And if it is, what type of things should we be paying attention to? Should we be expecting the cycles to continue to occur like this cycle, or was this just a blip on the cycle scale? Was this just a one-off? Was this just a one-time shift? Is it due to the pro-cryptocurrency administration? Is it due to the market manipulation of this new administration? Is it due to the large institutions and the ETFs? You got the Bitcoin ETFs, you got the Ethereum ETFs. They came and did the XRP ETFs, the Solana ETFs. Is that part of the larger problem? Retail investors, those guys, most of the retail investors have given up. A lot of the traction, a lot of the movements that we've seen from retail investors are no longer happening. I know one of the things that they used to take a look at was the amount of downloads that the Coinbase app would get. They said if the Coinbase app start to get in the top 5, the top 10 downloaded apps, then we know we are in the altcoin season. That didn't occur. They say retail investors start flowing back into the market. Altcoin season is going to start happening. So a lot of things that we have become accustomed to that we've seen in the previous cycles have just not happened this cycle. Folks are leaving these apps and cryptocurrency exchanges. People are exiting. The amount of apps are being deleted. They used to say, okay, well, when people start to type in cryptocurrency, type in Bitcoin in the Google search, when you start to see that Bitcoin name start to improve or start to get high in the Google search, that could be, you know what, we heading in a cryptocurrency altcoin season. We did not see that either. So there have been a lot of things that we haven't seen that we saw in the previous cycles. Those were indicators that, you know what, we could be in the altcoin season. So we just had, there's a lot of things we just haven't seen. So then you ask yourself, like, damn, I know it's still Q4. No, we got 2 weeks left. Remember, in 2017, the market didn't top out until 2018. So do we still got a chance to top out in 2026, January, February? Or have we already topped out yet? Yeah, we talked about how volatile Bitcoin cryptocurrency is. It could pump up $8,000, $10,000 in one day. Right now, we're at $85,000, $10,000 pump will put us at 95K. Still far, far away from the all-time high of $125,000. What are we? We're about 40. We're $40,000 away. God, we are $40,000 away from the all-time high. Did we top out already? And then the flip, did we bottom out? Is this somewhere near the bottom of the market? With $40,000 down from the all-time high. Is this the bottom of the market? Is this the point to where we should be really dollar cost averaging in, knowing that we are close to the bottom? Or do we just continue to wait? Will the markets come down to 70K, 60K, 50K? No one knows for sure. That's why there's a such thing as dollar cost average. Buying right now 85K. If it dipped down to 75K, put a little bit more in right there. Not going in heavy, just easing a little bit in at a time. Because not sure where the bottom is. But we are $40,000 down from the all-time high of $125,000. We're at $85,000. I remember when Bitcoin a few months ago was 115, 116. We thought that number was soft. We was like, damn, why is it so low at $115,000? We got comfortable. 121,000, 122,000. We say, damn, the top should be somewhere near 150, 140, so 125K. We're nowhere near 150. So yeah, it's going to recover. I know it's back down to 115, but why is it so low? Boom, we dipped down to $112,000. Damn, why is it going down? Not knowing that $125,000 October 6th was probably the top of the cycle for Bitcoin. Typically, our projections are seems to be always too high. We expect Bitcoin to give us overnight success. We expect altcoins to give us overnight success. This cycle, we saw a lot of differences. We saw a lot of changes. But one thing we do know is that it always comes to an end. The market does not drop forever. It always comes to an end. Where's the end of the drops? Where is the bottom? Where will the bottom of this cycle be so we can start to build from that bottom. Where is our $15,000 level? Last cycle, the bottom was 15K. Where is our 15K? When you take a look at the market sentiment right now, we're $85,000. This really reminds me of the market sentiment when we were about 20K, 16K in the previous cycle when we were near the bottom. This is kind of what it felt like. People were saying that it was going to go lower. People would say, oh, it's going to go to 8,000. I'm like, hey, if it do, I'm just going to dollar cost average in. We were buying Bitcoin 17, 18,000. It dipped down to 16. We was buying it then. We were understanding the dollar cost average method by then. If it do go to 8K, guess what? We're going to meet it right there and we're going to buy it. So that is kind of similar to what we're doing right now. And it's the market sentiment and feelings feels exactly like that particular moment. Feels like the bottom of the previous cycle. $16, $17, $15,000. We're 85,000. And if it feels like 15, that's a good sign. That's pretty positive and bullish to me. For your bottom to be 80K, 85K, if this is the bottom. Maybe it might go low, it might go to zero, it might go back down to 15K. But if these feelings and sentiments are lined up, but if these bottoms are close in comparison to what we saw the previous cycle of $15,000, that would be an awesome and excellent thing. Because you've seen what the last cycle did for Bitcoin. The last cycle, Bitcoin bottomed out at $15,000 and then it pumped all the way to $125,000. What if the bottom was $80,000 this cycle and we see a pump similar to what we did the previous cycle? What was that, an 8X maybe? That was about an 8X, 15K to 125K. Not quite a 10X, but about an 8X. So if that's the case, 8 times 8, 64, $640,000 Bitcoin next cycle. $500,000 Bitcoin next cycle. 80K don't look too bad right now. 15K looked horrible back then. $16,000 looked horrible back then. That's because we didn't understand what we had access to. We didn't understand how to project and zoom out and have the macro view. Right now, 85K, $80,000 looks horrible. That's because we're not zooming out and giving ourselves a full macro view of what could and what can be happening in the near future. All it takes is one cycle. You get it right one cycle, that's it. What type of moves are you making right now? Are you exiting the market? Are you dollar cost averaging in? Do you even still trust the cryptocurrency market? Nobody is even talking about altcoins right now. Is this the time that we should be talking about altcoins, or should we just be loading the boat in Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin the only thing that's relevant? What about Ethereum, Solana, XRP, some of the other altcoins? I put a chart into the Patreon the other day, did a little bit of a projection as far as what next cycle could look like. Man, when you're in a moment and the market is red and the market is going down, it is hard for you to imagine the prices being multiplied. When Bitcoin was $16,000, $18,000, it was hard for us to imagine $100,000. When Bitcoin hit $100,000, you talk about being so happy. I felt like a proud father because we seen the growth. I've been in Bitcoin. I seen it when it was $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. But the last cycle, when it hit 15K, and everybody was on pins and needles, not knowing what's going on, to see that thing grow into 100K, what people thought that it couldn't do, that was excellent. That was awesome to see. That was awesome to witness. So when you're in a moment, it is hard to really imagine. Right now, we're at 80K. It's hard to imagine Bitcoin being $500,000. But that is the exact sentiment of what we were seeing and feeling when Bitcoin was 16, 17,000. But we will get through this. We always get through it. Always have, unless it's going to go to zero. What do we have on our side? Time. What is going to be one of the Best moves you can do if you are going to utilize that time. Have patience. Have patience. Is it going to happen overnight? Nope. So, knowing that it's not going to happen overnight, patience is going to have to be utilized. Patience is going to have to be one of your main weapons because it is not easy. Especially if you checking your app, you checking your portfolio every day, you'll tap yourself how you say, you know what, I can't do this. Too emotional. Invested too much. Overextended yourself. So many things to cause folks to have lack of patience. We did see the fear and greed index get down to 9, get down to 10. Was that the bottom? $80,000. Was that the bottom? The next 2 weeks going into 2026, what type of movements will we see? Will we get surprised? What Bitcoin and what cryptocurrency, altcoins do, Bitcoin especially, but what cryptocurrency does, it always have a huge shock value. Bitcoin shocked the hell out of you. Cryptocurrency always shocks the hell out of you. Oh man, I had no idea it was going to do a 20x. I had no idea it was going to do a 2x. Just when you think you know, just like that, the market going the other direction. Look what happened in 2025. We thought we knew. Market went left on us. What's going on right now in the end of 2025? Everybody's saying doom and gloom. Everybody is for sure they know. The market will go left on what you think you know. So continue to be patient is what I'm doing. Come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community, and we would love to see you over there. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day, just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.